Hello there, what's up, folks? Hey, my name is John Sanders with Limitless Hoops. What's going on? I like the intro, even though I only have a few viewers. I don't care. I'm going all in because that's what you should do too. All right. Even though you have very little chance to make the NBA, you act like it because because everyone in the NBA had very little chance to make the NBA, unless your name is Victor Wembanyama or is there anyone else like that? Literally, even John Moran had very little chance to make the NBA. There's so many people just as athletic as he is that aren't in the NBA. It's all about, the path that you take, blah, blah, blah. All you can do is really extend your chances to make the NBA. And you do that by believing in it. So, yes, I will introduce myself to the world as if I had 1 million followers. Hello, everybody. What's going on? Calm down in the comment section. There's too many of you. Slow down. Slow down. I can't read them all. All right, but I do see Jace. What's up, Jace? Let me see. We have games this weekend, and we have everyone signed up. But okay, there's a weird backwards thing that happens. All right, basically it's this: everybody wants to be on a team, but nobody wants to be on a team. And if people want to be on a team, they can't make the team unless they're good enough to be on the team. But they want to make the team, so they come to us to make a team, but then they don't do the team stuff. Basically, okay. So here's what I'm trying to say. We have a whole bunch of people signed up for Saturday, and no one signed up for Sunday. It happens like that every single time. So, it justifies me signing up just 2 teams. Yeah, sure, one team got packed, but Sunday people come less. What if you were on a team? Would you show up? What's up, Romello? Would you show up both days? Yeah, because it's like the team depends on you. If there was just 8 guys, you saw it and it was like, we have to do this thing. But because there's other people, you're like, well, they'll cover me, right? But when it comes down to it, people don't like that. So I say, you can really only complain if you come to every single thing. Then you can be like, I want a team. Other than that, focus on improving. Shut up about the team stuff, because a team is going to hinder you. A team, once you're on the team, you're fairly just going to be established. Because a team in so many ways hinders you because you have to be there certain days. And since everyone can't be there certain days, that means the only way to keep your team together is to do less days. And if your team's not going to do 7 days a week of workouts, well, you got to do less days. Because as soon as you start doing things without the entire team involved, the team starts to degrade. So if you have, let's say, 8 people, is optimal, and only 4 want to come to workouts, people are going to be like, where are the other 4? And that's not going to be a very good workout. So we make our workouts bigger than that. But then you're like, well, I don't know these other guys. It doesn't feel like I'm part of a team. So until you get a team full of 8 people coming to every single day of the week, you have to go fewer days. If you go fewer days, you play fewer days, now you have yourself a team and you're happy. But are you getting better? The answer is no. Because what are you doing on those days? You probably have to do team stuff that's going to win the games, because a lot of people can't handle losing games on purpose. And I say on purpose because we could have practiced just team plays and won the game. But no, we practice ball handling because you suck at ball handling. We practice shooting because you suck at shooting. So, but the team plays and the team defensive positioning, that's so important to winning the game. It's more important than ball handling. It's more important than so many other things. But when it comes down to making a high school team or making a college team or making the pros, it's not very important. Those team concepts change from team to team. Being able to knock down a shot or dribble a ball never changes from team to team. So it's a very strange concept. To make both of them work, where you are going to be a skilled player and you're going to be a part of a great team, the only way to make it work is to have a few different levels. I say 2, but we're going to try to have 5, where we force you to come. And the second that you don't show up, bye. We can't even look for the best players, really. Because if we look for the best players, they're going to feel like, well, I'm on the top team, I can skip a couple of days. I'm going to look for the players who don't skip any days. Whether they suck, they're good, they're bad, they're tall, they're short, they're fat, they're ugly, that's the only thing that matters. And I think that that's the fix to this whole mess that we're in, where the wrong things get promoted. Where it's like, if you happen to be tall, you're automatically in. So then that slows everyone down, because they're like, well, I'm not tall, I'm not working hard. And the tall kid's like, well, I am tall, I'm not going to work hard. All right, it's a dumb thing that needs fixing. And the only thing to fix it is you're graded by your effort. And you're promoted by your effort. Now, that doesn't mean that you get playing time. That means that you get to be on the top team. Once you're on the top team, then we make you love being on the top team so much, just like in the NBA, where even if you're on the bench, you're still like, at least I'm on the top team. And perhaps we can let you play for the worst team too, but equal playing time, so you can get some playing time, so you don't feel like you're just lost. What's up, Josias? All right, but we need you to want to be on that team, be content with not getting playing time, and then being able to work your butt off to earn the playing time. That's the perfect system. That's a system that we're trying to build, and it's going to take a while. All right, but we don't need that many players. We just need enough for 2 levels. After that, if we have a few levels, then it works like gangbusters. We're all set. So, show up this weekend if you possibly can. When you can't, realize, who cares? I don't care about you if you don't care about us. But any kid who does care and they show up to everything, that's the kid that I'll focus on. Period. You can't just say, focus on me the one day of the week that I show up. No. Because you're going to quit anyways. Who cares? I mean, this is just a game that doesn't matter, but to me it matters a great deal. If you happen to be the kid where it matters a great deal, then I care. If not, I don't care. There's so many other programs that will care about you in terms of make sure that you have happiness in your life, make sure that you have playing time, make sure that, that they can take your money. They care about your money so much. I only care about making great basketball players. And if you don't want to be great, it's not going to really work out that well between us. All right? Because, I only live one life, and I want this small, itty-bitty thing. And that's to make players, whatever level they are, as great as they can become. All right? That's my dream. If that's not your dream, I understand. It's only a game. But if that is your dream, then we're on the same page. Let's check our quote. Quote of the day is, reflect upon your present blessings. Blessings upon you and yours. Yes. You can't take for granted the things that you have. All right. If you're tall, great job. If you're small, great job being quick. All right. If you're neither of those things, you're short and chubby, well, thank God that you're breathing. You got 2 arms and 2 legs. All right, only got 1 arm and 1 leg? Okay, well, your heart's beating. All right, you got to reflect upon your present blessings in a positive way, because you are given certain things. Now, I said if you're tall and you choose to focus too much on those blessings and you don't want to work, well, that's not good. You want to focus on the blessings to say to yourself, I'm blessed. I'm lucky in life. I won the genetic lottery in terms of having a body. Just I have something to work with. I'm capable, or it's possible for me to go out there and try my hardest. That's a blessing. I have youth on my side where my parents or the grandparents don't quite have that anymore. You must focus on those things to be able to work harder. All right, use that mindset to work to push yourself even harder. You may not be the smartest, you may not be the tallest, you may not be the quickest, but you have something. So focus on that something and use that as a catapult to like put yourself out there, to risk it all, to go for it all. And that's the quote of the day this Thursday, that 5-word quote of the day. Reflect upon your blessings. All right, now we got the story of the day. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, story of the day. Stop the music, start the story of the day, and watch it. I once saw Tiger Woods practicing a chip shot and was blown away by his ability to practice the same exact shot for 15 straight minutes. As I left to play around, I now understood what made this man so great. 2 hours later, I returned to find Tiger practicing the same exact shot and realized I only thought I understood what it took to be him. I love that story so much growing up. I was like entranced by it. But someone just said something today that made me have second thoughts about it. Okay? So the story goes, you heard it, but I'll say it again. Tiger Woods is shooting a chip shot, which means he's just off the green, trying to hit it like 15 feet from the free throw line, basically, trying to make it in. Sometimes he makes it, sometimes he misses it. And then they sat there and watched this guy not change a thing for 15 minutes. And they're like, wow, I get it, dude. He's amazing. That's amazing. 15 minutes. And then they went off and golfed for 3 hours. They came back. He's doing the same exact shot. And they're like, oh, crap. That's a level of craziness that not that many people understand. The thing that made me doubt it today, or not doubt it, but just like change my mind up a little bit about it, was they brought up Elon Musk. And they said, you need to look at the autistic people in the world, the highly functioning autistic people who are obsessed. And you can learn a lot from them in your particular field and how they do things, how they do this. But then I was like, well, what about, and he said, the ones who are obsessed who aren't autistic, they can teach you stuff too, but look at the autistic ones. That's what he said. And I was thinking about Kobe Bryant, Steve Jobs, Tiger Woods. And I was like, maybe they aren't autistic, but they're definitely like obsessed about their particular craft. And the question was, should we be obsessed? Is it going to be forever toxic if you're obsessed? And each of them had problems in their lives. Steve Jobs, the most so, he like worked himself to death. Tiger Woods never had relationships that were like reasonable. Myself, it's a struggle between like balancing like, life and work. They're the same to me, kind of thing. All right, but these are the people that we want to emulate in life. These are the people that we love. These are the people on our chest. All right, and most of them, not Ben Simmons, they work an extraordinary amount of hours to achieve their goals. I say this, it's your life. Live it however you want. But if you want these extraordinary goals, you probably are going to have to be a little bit obsessive or a bit lucky. All right, and chances are you're not lucky. Chances are you're not going to be 7 feet tall. So it's going to be an obsessed goal. I think overall, the fortunate part is that most of us won't make it. That's the fortunate part. Because if we made it, we would keep going and going and going. I said Kobe. He's not autistic, but yes, he's definitely obsessed. Fortunately, we won't all make it, because if we made it, we would live a life of obsession. I think what we should do is obsess about the things that we love, just to practice and to see what we're made of, and to practice dedication. And then understand that in life, it will help us out in other ways. And I guess worst case scenario, you make D1 and you make the pros. Sure, okay. But usually, it's going to teach you how to parent. Because no matter how hard you're trying at basketball, waking up at 3 in the morning to fix a baby's diapers over and over and over again, or whatever they do, I've never had a kid, that's going to be harder. It's going to be hard to maintain a job and to handle the anxieties of life. But if you've done these things and have obsessed over your passions while you have time to do so when you're younger, it prepares you so much for life. So that's where I say that it's okay. But heads up for going too far, and heads up if you make it. If you happen to make it and you lead a life of obsession rather than just like your teenage years, I think it's cool when teenagers or little kids figure out the Rubik's Cube and obsess over it. I don't think that that's bad, or when they obsess over like music or even like a girlfriend or something like that. I think it's cool, and it lets you practice dedication to a sincere level. So, but heads up if you make it. Don't go too far. You must have a work-life balance somewhere along the line. All right, let's check a did you know. This is a did you know. What is this one? Is this
treated back down to Shaw, who misses. Team loaded. Connor.
Oh yeah, this is a did you know that short people can dunk too? I mean, you're probably only going to be 5'9", 5'10". This is a whole bunch of under 6 footers dunking.
Devastating slam!
Are you kidding me?
Treated back down to Shaw, who misses.
Okay, maybe it's just one dunk, but I thought it was a whole bunch. But I think this is an amazing dunk.
Team loaded. Connor.
And he switched hands with it as well. Are you doing the things that you should be doing? Because it doesn't just, I mean, yeah, sure, this guy has talent. This guy has obviously like extreme hops, probably genetic gifts, but I'm sure he thought he could dunk. I'm sure he worked at it. He was thinking that it's possible for me to dunk. Are you out there thinking the same thing? I mean, I'm not saying that you have to dunk. Switched hands with it. But it does help if you have a huge vert. Are you guys working on your vert? Are you like, nah, I'll never dunk. Let me not work at it. Or are you working harder because you're shorter? I don't think that height should be an indicator, but it is a huge indicator of success in basketball. But if you can jump, honestly, it takes over some of the height concerns, because now you can block shots. Now you can finish on the side because you have a vertical jump, and it's just as good as being taller. So this is the only way maybe to improve your height is to just jump higher. And this dunk proves that it's possible. I don't care what kind of genetics he has in him. He worked hard to be able to do stuff like that. Let's move on to our itinerary of stuff. Where is it? Right here? All right, we are going with defensive skills today. That's why I'm wearing this one right here. This is the Lakers number 24. He was the defender version. All right, defensive skills. Be in a good stance by squaring up, staying low, and having a wide base. Stay on your toes so that you're able to react as quickly as possible. Pester the ball handler by making them as uncomfortable as you can. Take a quick first step laterally when guarding a player starting to drive. All these things and more. We have changed the penetrator's direction over and over and over again to slow them down. Communicate with your teammates as quickly as often as you put loudly as you can. Pay attention to everything going on by keeping your eyes up and active. Position yourself quickly and correctly on closeouts, help side, and rotations. Get through screens quickly and untouched to keep the offense out of their flow. And then contest every shot with your hand in the shooter's face. We're going to work on these things, but we're going to work on mainly 2 things today. 2 things that will encapsulate about most of these. And I'm going to have just for an hour and a half, we're going to work on these, kind of to prepare for our Vegas, but also just to like get this out the way. So anyone who comes today, we will perfect defense. I think we can do it. I'm gonna have people in teaching roles. I'm gonna have people in learning roles. I'm gonna have bigger kids helping out the smaller. And we're gonna just focus on 2 different drills that will encapsulate like a lot of what defense is all about. Okay, so heads up for that. I'll explain it when we're there, but that's our goal today, is just to hyper focus on these 2 things for an hour and a freaking half. We're gonna work on just 2 things. So the Vegas guys have already been working on one of the 2 things, but I'm gonna add another one. And with these things, honestly, we're able to win games this weekend with these things. So that's a great thing. So if you show up, be sure to show out. All right. And let's check highlight reel. Uh-oh. clicked the wrong button. Which one am I on? Which one am I on? Uh-oh. I honestly don't know. I think it's this one. What is this? Oh, Ben Simmons' longest shots of his career. What do you think this is going to look like?
Talked to Coach Brown at the half, and he said defensively.
Wait, that's from the elbow. That can't be his longest shot. He must hit some threes. Here he goes. Are these really his longest shots ever? I do think you have to take a chance at some point. That was shots from like 5 feet away. Okay, come on. Here goes his three-pointer. Nope, elbow. Oh, that shot looked broken too. I don't think you have to be able to shoot long, but I will say this. In the NBA, you probably do to spread the court. I will say also this. When you back off Ben Simmons, or players like him, and Ben Simmons should have been a lot more, they get a running start. The best thing about Ben Simmons is his passing ability. You're allowing him to pass to everyone. I don't think he needs a shot. I do think it would help him if he got like a steady shot and had some confidence in it. But those were some threes right there. I think you need to be able to hit a shot. I don't think you need to shoot them all the time. All right, so that's my take on the situation. All right, but this being a highlight reel is kind of surreal. It's really funny, but yeah, the deeper shots. Work on your outside game, but not to your detriment. Little kids especially, stay inside. Perfect that shot so that you don't end up like this. All right, it's kind of backwards. It's like you need to not practice shooting deep threes to make deep threes later. It's very hard, very weird, but trivia question today. Who is college basketball's all-time leader in MLB batting average? What? Does that even make sense? Okay, look, I'm asking, out of all the players to play in college basketball, who was the best of those people in Major League Baseball's batting average? So, Major League Baseball has a lot of people that are good at batting, okay? Their average hits has a top list. Which of those players played college basketball? How else can I say this? All right, who's college basketball's all-time leader in MLB batting average? I think is good enough. There is one player, and you got to figure out who that player is. That's the answer. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
When I was 7, I started my first business, which taught me resilience. Then around 10 years old, I fell in love with making content. And then there was basketball. My approach to my basketball career and my content was the same. If I put reps in every single day, I would succeed one way or the other. However, I was faced with my height being a major factor for my future in basketball. So early on, I started taking True Height. After I started to see more physical growth, True Height became the driving force behind my confidence on and off the court. True Height is for those who consistently show up and believe in their own dreams like I did.
He's one of the best baseball players of all time, but he played college basketball, and he was good. He was all conference in both sports, which is crazy. All right, let's move on. We got some conspiracy theory stuff. Oh, this is this guy. This guy. Did you guys know that freak? I've been hoping this guy, Jonas Valanciunas, I was hoping that he would get on my Lakers team so badly forever. Now he's toward like the end of his career-ish, and I still want him. The dude is a beast. He is such a great rebounder, but he got linked up with the Nuggets, and I'm like, well, that's unfair. And apparently he thought so too. So he was like, nope, I'm not going to the Nuggets. I'm gonna go to Europe to play for Greece. And it would be like such a snub to like say no to an NBA contract for something back at his home, probably closer to his home at least. I'm not sure where he's from, but he is from Europe. But now they say he is going to join the Nuggets. So maybe they offered him some more money. I don't know what it came down to. I think he's not motivated by money. I think he just wanted to be closer to home. But if one of those teams snags a top player like Jonas Valanciunas, Because Jonas, he was going to stick around until he got traded. And he was like, oh, I don't want to be someone's backup. I think that's what he was saying, basically. All right, so that's some pride in that. But he's also like, I want to go home, maybe. So many other things. If a team snags up a player that the NBA wants, that might be the beginning to the end of the NBA. Because other countries, they have money too. If not more so money. If not America's money. They have money and people willing to bankroll. And look at like Saudi Arabia with golf. They can offer these people more than the NBA can offer them. But the only reason why people are stuck in the NBA is because the best players are there. If the best players weren't there and they were more spread out, the NBA would quickly fall apart. And Steph Curry did the same thing to get Kevin Durant's team, but by them winning, he made more money because of endorsements. So you can do it in a backwards way as well. If these players don't care about money, what do we do? I mean, how do you stop a team from stacking their team if everyone's like, oh, I'll take the minimum. I just went and won a championship, and they put all the best players on the same team. That'd be crazy. All right, so this is like already kind of weird that the Nuggets are going to get him, but weirder because he was thinking about not joining the Nuggets. And one day it's going to happen. When that day comes, what will you guys do? Will you still want to make the NBA because like it's just the popular one? But what if it becomes less popular? What if like the best players start joining some other league? Well, what will you do then? And realize in the end, it doesn't really matter. What matters is like if you get to be your best. And that's why you can't like fall for this stuff of like who plays for what team and what league that they're in, what team that you're on even. Only care about what the end result is going to be. And in the end, you want to be in this conversation. You want to be like saying, do I want to play in the NBA, China, Russia? Now it's up to you because you hold the cards. You want to be a player that holds the cards. Don't chase all these other things that seem really cool when you're in 5th grade. Like, stop it. These teams all suck. They just don't suck as bad as this one. You want to be legit better, not just accepted by a team that looks good. All right, don't fall for it. All right, Jonas Valanciunas, I don't think he cares about money, and you shouldn't care about fame. So, become famous that way, all right? And you do so by doing your homework, because you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. That's our old school one right there. I see Josiah's doing the Kobe and Lana stuff. Weston right there, 7 minutes ago, just posted. Nice job. All right, shooting up them shots. Keep shooting those shots. Knock down your shots. And let's check the last thing that we're talking about. What is this? Oh, this is a social media thing. This guy dressed up. This is also what I'm talking about. People cared about this guy because he was tall, and because they thought he was like a draft pick. He's a 7-foot guy who got really dressed up on draft day and went around like he just got picked up by a team. Let's see how it turned out.
My name's Dice, I'm 7'1". I work at a production studio, but today I just got drafted by the Blazers. Let's do it. How old are you, bro?
He looks nothing like Young Jensen, though. Young Jensen. I mean, he's not an Asian guy. That's what the Portland Trailblazers drafted, but okay.
13. 13, you gonna be my height, man. I can feel it. Of course, bro.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Yes, sir, my man. You sure I'm too tall? I can't get that number real quick?
Stupid, where's the Trailblazers?
The Trailblazers, Portland.
That's so far away.
That's
you can't
far.
have my number.
No, it's fine, it's fine. I'm from Jersey. I be here all the time.
Oh, okay. Where'd you go to college?
Me, I went to college at Duke. Oh, yeah. I see you soon.
Congratulations.
Of course.
See,
Thank
too
you,
tall.
thank
You see what I'm saying? Twice my fucking size.
You keep playing basketball, man. You'll end up here, man. Thanks, appreciate it. Hey, to Portland, man.
Now, I'm not saying that everyone should know who he is, but people do change their tone around you when you're the guy that made it. And do you want to be a fake guy? Do you want to be a real guy who made it? This guy is doing it in a fake way. Now, I'm also saying this. Did you guys know that 1 in 7 7-footers are in the NBA? In a world full of odds, your odds of making the NBA are like 1 in a million, okay? If you play basketball, though, and like you try really, really hard, then your odds of making it are a lot higher. So let's say that you play in high school basketball. Then your odds are like 1 in like, I don't know, 100,000. Let's say that you play year-round basketball and you train all the time. Then your odds become like 1 in like 10,000. Let's say. All right. If you're 7 foot, your odds are 1 in 7. 1 in 7 7-footers between the ages of 20 and 40 are in the NBA. This guy is not in the NBA, and that's crazy. I had a teammate, one of my best friends growing up in college. He's 7'2", and he wasn't in the NBA. He used to always bring up that stat. It's crazy. It's wild. But yeah, man, like even those guys don't make it. All right, so see your odds and just try to increase your odds. I assure you that the more that you work out, the more that you put yourself into an upper echelon of certain type of people. Sure, the taller people win, but the hard workers win as well. All right, so no one answered this trivia question today. I'll keep it up there for next Thursday. All right, know that the quote of the day is reflect upon your blessings, and be sure to actually do so. All right, I'll see you guys at the defensive workout tonight. Don't forget that I'll be having everyone learn something very, very important for this weekend. So show up and show out. And that's my time. I'll talk to you guys soon. Games this weekend, make sure you sign up for them. I think we have a couple of spots left on Sunday. Come to both days. Jeez. Act like you're part of something, please. And then you'll be a part of something special. If you want to be great, just be great. Jeez, guys. All right. Talk to y'all later, man. Peace out.